brand deals, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I focus on just the quality of my content.
Just so y'all know, Dontay London is a man of integrity, and he doesn't like that. That's right. He only takes certain brand deals because he's got to maintain that high level of integrity that we all know he adheres to, right?
And a lot of people don't know this though, man. Like, you can make a full-time living off just views alone. Like, that's where majority of my income is coming from my view.
A lot of people don't know that. I would say that the majority of people who watch YouTube, who see ads, will deduce that money is being made off the ads. So that's the first thing that people think. I feel like every time Dontay opens up his mouth, he's Dontaysplaining everything. Like, he's Dontaysplaining. That's a new term that everybody should start using, Dontaysplaining. And he contradicts himself every time he opens his mouth. You ever heard the song from Rufus and Chaka Khan? It's an old song where she's covering the Bee Gees' Jive Talking. Well, every time Dontay opens his mouth, I hear her belting that song out because this guy is just doing nothing but jive talking. It's insane how much he's just, how like unaware he is of his own shenanigans.
Like, I rarely accept my brand deal offers because, like I said, I just like to focus on the content side itself. And if you focus on making really,
I mean, I guess if you can tell people how full of integrity you are, you don't really have to actually have integrity because you can just say you've got it. I guess that's what Dontaysplaining is about.
good quality content that people will watch, that's enough. See, what a lot of people say, what a lot of people do is, people, like, when somebody start making some good money on YouTube, or they having some good months and they're putting some good income, they start spending a lot of the money, right? They start doing all this extra stuff, moving to these very, very expensive places, buying these expensive cars.
Okay. Didn't the dude get into a loan that's like essentially twice as much paying for the car? So he bought a $20,000 car for $40,000. That's now worth about $15,000. And he wants to Dontaysplain to us about how you manage your finances. Really? I hear Chaka Khan jive talking. That's what I hear. I mean, this guy is just way too much.
You know, going on these.
Reminds me of Archie Bunker. You remember Archie Bunker, how he used to always start up with his rants? And then he would always paint himself into a corner. And literally it would be like you could see him just painting himself into a corner. And he would just like stop and be like, oh no, what did I just say? You know, like even he knew what a racist he was. At least he was aware enough to know that he was full of it. This guy, on the other hand, like, he has no self-awareness whatsoever. And I do mean to be this harsh because this guy is just, please don't take advice from him because he has nothing to offer.
Anti-trips, and if you spend all your money, then it won't seem like enough. But I'm telling you, like, what I'm pulling in on YouTube is like, it's insane, bro. It's life-changing. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's insane enough to be able to afford to pay $40,000 for a $20,000 car.
I'm also being smart with my money. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm able to...
Whoa, wait, what? Wait a minute. I'm smart with my money? Dude, you paid $40,000 for a $20,000 truck. Look at him. Dontaysplaining. I mean, I can barely watch the guy myself. I just leave it to the reaction channels to cover everything because they do it, at least they make it palatable. Because watching him outside of a reaction channel is actually just too much BS.
To my new apartment. That's how I was able to get my new pickup truck from my YouTube income. You know, so...
Yeah, your new pickup truck for $40,000. So lecture us all about money. Dontaysplain your way out of it. And the dealership, I mean, they saw him driving backward in the car. You know, remember that? Driving backward in his car while he's filming. Like, I was like, you're going to crash into another car. And that's probably what they thought. They're like, okay, this guy doesn't take it seriously. and he's driving around the lot like he owns the place. He clearly has prioritized his own content above, dude, you were there to serve the customers and the dealership and get paid. You weren't there to be acting like the dealership is your own little play toy. But anyway, so you got fired. Well, we all saw that coming.
And I got a lot of money saved too, man. Trust me, man. Like,
Yeah, he's got enough money saved once again that he can afford a $40,000 truck that's worth $15,000. So I guess he must be making really good money. Jive talking.
I'm enjoying it with my family, but I'm also saving a lot. Like, I'm not making any moves that I can't afford to move to do, right? So
Another contradiction, because he got this $40,000 truck that he didn't even know was going to be a $40,000 truck. So obviously he didn't know he couldn't afford it. Nothing he says makes sense. He's just, there's a word for it. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get into too much trouble. But the word that I'm thinking of starts with an L and ends with an R. And I'll just let you fill in the rest. And I don't blame these reaction channels for going after this guy, because this is just comical. I think that there's a nice little side income to be made just from reacting to Dontay's content, because the guy is just like constantly contradicting himself, and it's just good content. So thank you to all the reaction channels, because you watch these videos and you react to them so that we don't have to suffer through it.